Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This upcoming weekend, March 24th and 25th, is going to be Generation Beauty Los Angeles, and I have been to one Generation Beauty, and I thought that I would give you my tips and my experience, and in case you haven't been there, then you can kind of get a feel for what to expect, what to bring, my recommendations, things like that. So if you are interested, please continue watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you felt that it was helpful. And without further, let's get into my tips for Generation Beauty. I want to start off the video by saying that a huge disclaimer, obviously, Generation Beauty / Ipsy is not paying me to do this video whatsoever. They don't even know I'm doing this video. I truly, wholeheartedly am doing this just for the people that haven't been to Generation Beauty but don't know what to expect, don't know what to bring, don't know what to do, and things like that. I wish that I had known a lot of the things I'm going to share with you guys when I went back in July of last year, because it would have been super helpful. So everything I say in this video is completely me, my thoughts, my opinions, my advice. Ipsy and Generation Beauty have nothing to do with this. Those of you that don't know what Generation Beauty is, Generation Beauty is basically a huge makeup convention. A bunch of brands from new to well established, from small to big brands are there. They each have their own post, and this event is brought to you by Ipsy. And Ipsy is a monthly subscription of $10 a month, and you get 5 samples of makeup, hair care, skincare. I don't know if you can still buy tickets, but I will link their website down below in case you are interested in going. Generation Beauty is held in Los Angeles, Canada, New York, and San Francisco. Those are the 4 locations that they offer as of right now. And this upcoming weekend, like I mentioned before, is going to be in Los Angeles, and then I'm pretty sure July is going to be in San Francisco, and then sometime after that it's going to be in New York, and but I think before then is Canada, but I can't remember. Anyways, any and all information I will link down below, and you guys can definitely go and look it up for yourselves. So I made myself a checklist, a list of things that I want to talk about, so that I make sure that I don't miss any crucial tips and advice that I might give. I also want to give another disclaimer. This is 100% my advice, my tips, what I recommend. You can definitely do whatever you want. Obviously, you don't have to do what I'm telling you. I'm just like, this is just pure advice, and that is it. I just want to be as helpful as I possibly can. So the first and foremost, this event is a work event if you think about it. Now, Generation Beauty is open to everybody and anybody. Anywhere from a creator to a person that just loves makeup. That is something that a lot of people kind of confuse it, and they feel like only makeup artists or creators can attend this event. It's completely false. Anybody can attend the event. So if you are just a person that is passionate about makeup, you can definitely join the event. You can buy a ticket and go to the event. And a lot of the brands that are there, they will have makeup, eyelashes, skincare, hair care at a discounted rate. Some don't sell makeup, believe it or not. When I went to Generation Beauty San Francisco in July, I actually had a list of things that I wanted to buy from Milani, and Milani wasn't selling makeup. They were only testing out, letting you know about their products and things like that, so you weren't able to buy any makeup. When you arrive, you check in. Generation Beauty usually starts at 11. You arrive, and then you have to wait in a line. The line is very, very long, and you're pretty much standing the entire time until you're able to get in. There's a line for regular admission and there's a line for early admission. Now, just because it says that early admission you're in at 10 doesn't mean you're gonna be in at 10. When I went, they were actually 15-20 minutes behind, which meant that the regular admission was 15-20 minutes behind as well. But we all made it in. Once you go in, you want to check in, you get your badge, and it's just a clear badge. It has your name. You can you write your name, whatever you want to put on it, your name, your social media name, whatever you want, and then you get a piece of paper, and it tells you all the brands that are there, and then each brand that is there, every single brand that is there will give you one item for free. And you also get your goodie bag, which is worth over like $200 and something. I can't even remember. So you get the goodie bag, you know, that's full of makeup for free, and then every single brand that you visit will give you something for free, and then they mark your paper, and then that's that. So like I was saying, for me as a creator, I took Generation Beauty as a business trip, a business expense. I am a brand. Those of you that create content, you are a brand. You are representing yourself and your company and what you bring to the table. So please, please, please be very, very professional. Definitely wear attire that represents you the best, but be comfortable. There were so many girls at the event that were wearing high heels, and even the workers at Ipsy, they were even saying like, girl, you're gonna be so tired, because there are lines for everything. There's lines for the bathroom, there's lines for getting food, there's lines to meet representatives, there's lines for each brand. There's just a lot of lines everywhere. So definitely wear comfortable shoes. I know we all want to look cute and whatnot, but believe me, brands are not looking at your shoes, at least not in my you know, like what I saw. But that's just me. So seeing as this is a business trip, business weekend, definitely bring business cards. Bring tons and tons of business cards. If you don't know where to get business cards, you can order business cards at Staples. I'm pretty sure Office Depot, I think that's what it's called. You can get business cards there. There's I order mine from Vistaprint, but there's so many companies that will offer to make you business cards, you know, and you just pay for them, and they can definitely ship them to you overnight. So I highly, highly suggest you bring business cards, because when you meet brands, you have to give them a business card. You don't have to give them a business card, but if you want them to remember you, if you want them to reach out to you and contact you and check out your social medias, you need to give them something of yours so they remember you. You have to give a good impression. So definitely bring a lot of business cards, not only for the brands, but there is so many creators there, tons and tons, and take this opportunity to network and mingle and make new friends. This is a huge opportunity, believe me. Like, take full advantage of this weekend and talk to as many people as you possibly can, from brands to creators to just, you know, regular shoppers. So definitely business cards are a must. Now, when you approach a brand, be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Be yourself. Be clear. Speak up. Introduce yourself. Let them know what your channel is about, what your Instagram is about, what your blog is about, what your Facebook is about, everything. Let them know, and also let the brand know what you like about that brand and their products. If you have not heard of this brand, let them know. They are more than willing to educate you and let you know about their brand. They are very passionate about their brand and what they represent, and they will let you know. Do not feel intimidated or like you can't talk to them because of your following. Brands want to meet you. Believe me, they want to meet you. They want to be able to advertise as much as they can of their product. So they definitely want to hear from you. So reach out to as many brands as you possibly can. It doesn't matter if you have 100 subscribers or if you have 100 million subscribers. I don't know if people have that many, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Definitely approach the brands. Let them know who you are and what you are about. And what I would do is I would get my business card ready. I would get one business card. Unless there was 2 representatives, then I would get 2. And you can see from where you're standing how many representatives there are. And there is a line for the regular, I don't want to say like regular people, but there's like a line for everybody to get their free product, right? There's like a line. There's lines everywhere. But then there's also these there's these like line monitors, we'll say. And so these line monitors, you can ask them politely, just be like, hi, I was wondering, you can let them know, like, I'm wondering if I'm able to speak to somebody from PR. And then they will tell you, yes, please go see so and so. And then you walk over there and you say, hi, my name is Jasmine. This is my business card. You give them your business card and you say, I am a beauty creator. And just, introduce yourself. Just be like, my name is Jasmine. This is my business card. And then you can say, like, I just wanted to come here and introduce myself and let you know, what I'm about. I'm a beauty creator. I in my channel like to review up and coming makeup. I like to test out weird products, hair tutorials, reviews, whatever, skincare. You let them know, and then let them know about their brand. For example, Milani. You can let them know, like, oh, I'm a huge fan of your setting spray. I swear about, I think, I talk about it all the time. I'm constantly telling my followers about it. And, your foundation, your 2-in-1, whatever it's called, but just like know your facts. And, I'm a huge fan of it. And, just let them know and just say, hopefully we can work together in the future. And then definitely get their business card so that you can follow up within like a few days, and just to kind of like let them know, thank them for their time, and kind of like reintroduce yourself to them and just remind them that hopefully you guys can work together in the future. So it's very important that you come prepared. Don't be nervous. They're nervous also. Believe me, my first time I went up to a brand, I was like shaking in my boots. I was so nervous, but I took a deep breath in and I let them know who I was, what I was about, what I liked about them, and things like that. Now, if you've never heard of this brand but you want to get to know them, or you've heard of this brand but you don't really know much about them, it's okay to tell them. Please do not lie and be like, oh yeah, I've heard of your skincare, and they're looking at you like, we don't have skincare. What are you talking about? Like, don't lie to them. For example, Derma E. I had heard of them, but I didn't know much about them. So I wanted to meet them. I wanted to know what they were about. So I went up to them. I spoke to the PR representative, and I told them, I said, hello, my name is Jasmine. I'm a beauty creator. Here's my business card. And they asked me, they said, have you heard of us? And I said to them, I said, I've heard of you and I've seen you being promoted on Instagram, but I don't really know much about your company, but I'm very interested in knowing more about your brand, because I generally wanted to know more about them and, learn more about what they had to offer. And so the lady that I spoke to, she was so professional. She was so kind. She knew everything. And I was so blown away because there was so much of Derma E that I didn't even know. I didn't know that they were, vegan, that they're very environmentally cautious. I can't even say the word, but they're just like very knowledgeable on their products, and they're very environmentally friendly, which I can appreciate. So it was just, you know, really, really nice getting to know that brand. So definitely don't be scared to approach a brand that you've never heard of, you don't know much about them. Just be yourself, be honest, don't lie, because it's gonna show. The next thing I was gonna say is wear comfortable clothing and shoes. That is huge. I said it in the beginning. Believe me, no one is gonna look at you because you're wearing Louboutins and they're gonna be like, okay, I want to work with her versus her that's wearing Chucks, or him versus him. No, like, wear comfortable clothes, because you don't want to be dying and then having to take breaks and like sitting on the ground and this and that. Like, you can't even really sit on the ground because they have security and then they'll move you. Like I said, if you are a content creator and you want to reach out to the public relations person, like I said, once you get to the brand, every single brand has a they have an employee that, you know, basically guides the line. So you can ask the employee like, hi, you know, I'm wondering if I'm able to talk to the PR person of this brand, and they'll tell you yes, the PR person is here, or no, they're not going to be here until tomorrow. Because keep in mind that not all PR representatives are there on Saturday. A lot of them arrive on Sunday, so you may not be able to see them on Saturday. Keep that in mind. Next is another huge thing. Bring snacks. Bring snacks, bring water, because the vendors that are there, they have taco trucks or food trucks. They have several of them. I think when I went, they had maybe 6 or 7 of them. And keep in mind that the San Francisco event is a lot smaller than the one in Los Angeles. They ran out of food. They ran out of food. They ran out of food, I'm pretty sure, on both days. I can't even remember. And the lines were so long, and you're waiting in line to get your food, and you make it halfway and it's like, sorry, we're out of food. So definitely have a really good breakfast, a very filling breakfast, and definitely bring snacks, bring water, because yeah, you don't want to be starving, believe me. Next, something huge is a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, but I'd say maybe like 1 or 2 brands out of everybody that's there, they may not let you jump the line. Like, you're not really jumping the line to speak to PR, but a lot of them won't really let you go through. Like, they make you go through the line. And when you go through the line, in order for you to get that specific item that they're giving out for free, whether you're in the line, the regular line, or if you ask to speak to the PR person. So like I was saying, if you speak to the PR person, or if you're in the line waiting to get your free item from the brand, or you're going to purchase things from the brand, they will ask you to show proof that you are following them on Instagram. So if you are planning on hitting them up for the free product or for PR, make sure that you are following them on Instagram. This is so important to know. I did not know that they were going to ask for this. So you have to like click the follow button in order to get your product, because they do ask you to show them right on the spot if you're following them or not. Sometimes, not all of them. I think I only had 1 or 2 ask me to follow them on Snapchat, but aside from that, that was that. Mainly it is Instagram that they want you to follow them. So for me, it was really hard to follow them because, one, the internet in the building is horrible. And that is another topic that I was going to discuss with you guys, the internet. There are hundreds of people in this building, hundreds, and we're all trying to, you know, upload the selfies. We're all trying to Snapchat, so we're all using up the internet, and the internet is terrible, terrible, terrible. So when they ask you to show them proof that you're following them on Instagram, a lot of the time you can't, because your internet isn't cooperating in the building. They do offer Wi-Fi there. However, it didn't work for me. I am a Sprint user. I know Sprint sucks, but that's what I had and it did not work for me. Some brands will be okay and just let it pass. Other brands will be like, I'm sorry, if you get it working, you can come back and we can give you the item. There are brands that will be like that, so just FYI, follow all the brands. If you don't know what brands are going to be there, there is a list in the Ipsy website or the Generation Beauty website. It tells you who is going to be there, and you can definitely follow all the brands before you attend. Like I said, I will have a link down below so you guys can check it out and see who's going to be there and whatnot. So I've already mentioned that they do offer you Wi-Fi, but like I said, it didn't work for me. It might work for you. I don't know if you are a Sprint user. It's most likely not going to work for you because I'm telling you, it sucked for me. Remember to take this opportunity to really showcase yourself and really promote yourself and meet brands and socialize and network. Brands do not want to hear how many followers you have. Please do not approach a brand and say, hi, my name is Jasmine. I have 10,000 subscribers. I want to work for you. I want to work with you. Do not do that. Don't talk about numbers. You guys can discuss that once you guys are emailing and things like that. All you need to do is just introduce yourself, what you're about, what you like about their brand, their company, or learn about them. Generation Beauty does have meet and greets. They have bigger YouTubers that go there and they have meet and greets. Now, this is my personal opinion. You can take it, leave it, whatever you do. My humble opinion. I personally would not stand in line to meet those YouTubers or Instagrammers. The reason why I'm telling you this is because there are so many brands, tons of brands, that in the 2 days that you are given to meet these brands, you will not have the opportunity to meet every single brand. And if you're waiting in line for up to an hour to meet one YouTuber, that is 1 hour you could have spent at the MAC line trying to meet the MAC representative. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it, but that's just my humble opinion, advice. You may not agree, and that's fine. You can do whatever you want with your time. I'm just letting you know how I feel. A lot of the time, these YouTubers, some of them will kind of walk around and you can kind of say hi or whatever. I don't know. Not all of them do. Some of them, as soon as their meet and greet is over, they're out the door. That's that. Some of them you can walk around and see. So I'm just letting you know that was like kind of a tough one. I didn't know if I should bring it out or not because I felt like maybe a lot of people would take it in the wrong way, but that's just my opinion. Here's another important one too. A lot of the brand owners are at Generation Beauty. You will see them walking around, you know, just checking out the scenery, seeing what's there. And if you see them, you're more than welcome to go and say hello to them. My advice is don't go up to them and be like, hi, you know, here's my business card. You know, I'd like to be on your PR list. Please do not do that to the brand owner. Believe it or not, but the owners of the brand do not handle public relations, and they will tell you to your face, like, I'm sorry, I'm not the person to do it. You know, you can go to my stand and ask for them, and they'll be more than happy to speak to you, help you out, but I'm not the person. I was lucky enough to meet Christina from Jouer, and she is such an angel. She has like the biggest heart. She was super friendly, super nice. And I did not ask her to put me on her PR. I just said hi and I told her, oh my gosh, like I can't believe like I'm meeting you. Can I take a picture of you or like a picture with you? And then she ended up putting us on her Snapchat, and that was like super amazing. So yeah, if you see the brand owners, definitely go say hi to them. They're super approachable and very nice. I think she's the only one that I saw, but I know that there was other brand owners walking around. I just don't know a lot of them. Oh, here another important one is keep all the business cards together. So when you exchange your business card with a brand, and they will give you their business card in return, keep all the business cards together in a pile in your purse, in your wallet. A tip that I might give you is some of the brands actually don't have business cards. Some of them just write their email on their name tag, and they ask you to take a picture, and you can take a picture. So I highly recommend you do that as well with the business cards that are given to you. Take a picture of them so you have them in your photo album in case you misplace the business card. Also, if you see brands there that you've already worked with, definitely stop by and thank them. Just go to them, remember who you've been emailing, who you have been in contact with, remember their name, go up to them and just say, "Hi, Marianne, my name is Jasmine. I don't know if you remember me. You sent me some product. You sent me foundation and an eyeshadow palette, and I just wanted to come here and thank you very much for taking the time to send me the goodies and for wanting to work with me. I just wanted to come here and personally give you a thanks." Something like that. Not word for word, but definitely reach out to them and say thank you. A lot of the time, you know, they're so grateful and to finally meet you in person, and you know, sometimes they want to like chat with you a little extra. So you know, you never know. So definitely reach out to brands that you've already worked with and thank them for their time. Remember to take full advantage of Generation Beauty. This event specifically compared to iMath and BeautyCon is designed for brands and creators to meet and to connect with one another. So definitely take full advantage and meet as many brands as you possibly can. Sometimes there are independent brands there that are up and coming, that are smaller brands, and they're just walking around, and they'll like come up to you and offer you to give you a sample of their product. Definitely, you know, talk to them, get to know them, you know, build a relationship with them, because you never know what both of you can do for one another. You know, if the creator can sometimes help you grow, and the brand can sometimes help you grow. You never know. Sometimes you guys can both help each other out. So definitely don't lose any opportunities. Once Generation Beauty is over, what I recommend is, usually it's a 2-day thing. It's Saturday and Sunday. I would take Monday off. I would just kind of cleanse the soul, the mind, and I would start emailing brands from Tuesday. Any brand that gave you an email, I would email them. Once again, I would reintroduce myself, what I am about, thank them for their time, you know, make sure that they made it back safely and things like that. A lot of the time, you don't hear back from them. You don't get an email back. Sometimes you do get an email back. Sometimes they're so excited that, you know, you remember them, that you're reaching out and this and that, and they will tell you, you know, like, "Oh, we checked out your social, like your networks and this and that. Like, we want to work with you. We want to send you this, whatever." And sometimes you don't hear from them at all. I think I just said that. My advice is don't harass brands. I think that it is safe to say that you can probably do like a one-up follow-up. So you send your thank you, it was a pleasure meeting you, and maybe a couple weeks later or a month later, you could reach out to them again and just kind of remind them that you're still here. But that's it. I wouldn't keep emailing them, because you don't want to annoy them and make them feel like you're harassing them. That's just my humble opinion. And then the first and foremost, most important thing of all, which I know I said in the beginning, is be yourself. Please do not try and be like anybody else. You are your own person. You are unique. You can bring a lot to the table. So just be yourself. Well, the last thing that I forgot to mention, because I know that I kind of skipped it here, is that the Ipsy or Generation Beauty, they will have a texting number that you can text, and then they basically wait in line for you. So they kind of tell you like, oh, Mac is down to like 20 minutes, like come on over and wait in line. That texting app did not work for me, again because the internet was terrible there and my cell phone reception was just horrible, so it didn't work for me. I definitely feel like you should make a list of brands that you want to hit up, this, you know, the most, like your top priority, and go to them first, because the bigger brands are usually the ones that have like the longest lines, like Mac, Tarte, Benefit, I don't remember which other ones, Rimmel, Milani. You know, the bigger name brands are always the ones that have like the longest lines. So definitely create a strategy of who you're gonna want to meet on Saturday and who you're gonna want to meet on Sunday. Sunday is usually a lot quieter. There's not as many people. A lot of people choose not to go Sunday. Again, I personally feel like you should take full advantage of both days and, you know, meet as many people as you possibly can. Alright guys, well, I hope that this video was helpful and that you enjoy your time at Generation Beauty. That is the most important part of this, of course. If you have any questions, if you feel that I have missed anything, please leave it down below in the comments. I will do my best to answer you, or you never know, other people might want to know something and maybe you could help them out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see everyone in my next video very soon.